All right, folks, good morning. Let's get started here. So for today, April the 15th, we have the following information. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we had the Empire State Manufacturing Index, which came in worse than expected at better than expected, excuse me, at 8.1. Oh, the expectation was negative 12.8, so still came in negative. Import prices month over month came in softer than expected at negative 0.1%. And at 4:30 p.m., we'll have the API weekly statistical bulletin. But anyway, the point is the afternoon stuff is not going to make much of a difference. So, of course, today is tax day, so we'll see what happens with that. But let's move on. Looking at the markets, the QQQ ETF looks like it's going to open almost exactly where it closed on Monday, or maybe slightly higher. And Monday's action itself was more bearish than anything else. We started gapped higher, but we closed the gap and then closed somewhere in between. So looks like we're going to open up around the same place we closed. Now, as far as stocks yesterday, we found Marvel. That was bearish, of course. We were looking for it to go down, and it did. It was able to reach our target number 2 of 51.97 per share, bottomed out at 51.34. We didn't trade it over here. We had to wait for it to get out of the what we call the YCTO, what most people call the gap between the previous day's close and that day's open. And we were able to catch in this move here, which worked out really well. All right, having said that, let's take a look at the pre-market and see what's moving. All right, so I don't see much, so I'll just go through what I see so far. Next, first one is MTVA, which is presently up only 3.3%, so not enough. Might be up later, but as of right now, it doesn't qualify, so we'll move on. Um, let's see, what else do we have? NVIDIA, yeah, NVIDIA is unchanged, so that doesn't count. SNYR, okay, that's up 132% on 37.4 million shares, is at least $1 per share, so we'll add that to our list. The symbol is SNYR. Sorry, SNYR is the symbol. And then next up is Palantir, which doesn't qualify either. So only one stock that I found so far that meets all of our criteria. That is SNYR. So if you folks see any other stocks meeting all 4 of our criteria, let me know in the chat. 4 criteria are: must be a NASDAQ listed stock trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. It also must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. Okay, see 2 mentioned, MURA. Yep, that's currently up 95%, 42 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll add that. And let's see, next up is TMC. Yep, that's currently up 26%, 4.6 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll add that. Next up is GMHS, which is currently up 17.47% on 1 million shares, at least $1 per share as well. So we'll go ahead and add that to our radar. All right. So that's all we got, folks. So please be sure to like the video. I see we have 5 likes, more than 5 people watching. So please be sure to hit the like video, which greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce a new video. If anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You will see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 18 minutes. We'll pick up for today's trading session. Okay. All right, folks. Have a great trading day. I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.